Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more. This is the police. What's going on with the old Rose Pierre? Looks like we're doing all right. I think we'll be okay. No soap. Wolf. This guy is always trying to get off shift. No. Our house burned down. Okay, bowling. Oh my god. Yeah, but come tomorrow. Alright, so we're not doing too bad. We've got a couple of really tired people there. Maybe we'll end up sending them to a barbecue for their day off. But okay, let's start the day. I still don't have my new song, so go with the old classic. I don't know why when you buy music you have to wait so long for it to be... not changing detectives. So long for it to be decided. To be delivered, I mean. Okay, you guys can have a Barbie. I'm okay with this stuff. So, okay, let's have a... I think we're... Yeah, we've got no investigations ongoing at the moment. We've got a potential serial killer stuff happening, maybe. But I guess we'll see. Okay, we've got a homicide. Mindy Reyes was returning from work after midnight and came upon a male corpse lying in an alley near her home. Okay, well this isn't the dentist, is it? Tell you what, Davenport, you take the lead on this one. That should, I'll put the other detectives on that as well. Once he's back.
911 in progress.
Got a theft at the Everyday Mall. Well-known porn actress Betty Belli was caught shoplifting underwear. She's wearing the stolen items and refuses to remove them or pay. Ugh. Okay, well, let's send Gibbons and Fang. You go deal with that. How are we doing with the old labour market at the moment? There's barely anyone to hire. So, yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's see what's going on. I'm not going to read all this yet. We'll wait till we got frames, but let's pop those other two detectives on the case as well. Iron. Wolf.
Officer,
The lady is behaving provocatively.
have a situation.
Officer, you want to take it off me yourself? Handcuffs.
911.
I feel like Gibbons and Fang aren't going to have any truck with that.
Jack, old friend, the police academy staff have come down with stomach flu, and a huge influx of new recruits is coming in. We don't have the manpower. Help my old friend out. Send me 5 smart guys who can help organize everything at start of the parade.
I'm not sending you 5 guys. That's almost my entire shift. And that's literally half my shift, so no, that's... Forget about it.
1310 in progress.
What a fraud. A priest just called in saying there's a woman right on the front steps of the cathedral selling his parishioners golden tickets to paradise for $50 a pop. What terrible blasphemy. You must arrest this lost soul immediately. Yeah, okay. Well, let's send Subaki with Dodd and Lazarov.
We're testing in progress.
Homicide. The gardener saw a young woman pushing her elderly wheelchair-bound husband into the deep end of a pool. Okay, that does sound pretty serious. All right. Mitchell, take Jorgensen.
We've got a situation.
There's a woman standing on the steps of the cathedral. A long line of people are waiting to speak with her. Let's just watch what's going on. The perp yells out, "Police!" and throws the rest of the golden tickets into the crowd, then runs away. The crowd of people trying to grab more tickets are hindering the police. In the name of the good Lord, stop. I feel like she may have got away. Oh, we did catch her. Okay. Hold on, I invoked the name of the Lord in the hope that people at the cathedral might actually listen to that.
410 being complete.
Yeah, we're doing alright so far. Attempted carjacking. An elderly woman reports two men in business suits circling a car in the parking lot trying to get in. The woman repeated the conversation she heard. What do we do now, genius? Break the window? I think they've probably just locked their keys in the car, but we'll send Ozaki and Fang out.
311 being in progress.
A massive fight. Lucifer in the Sky with Lizards and Nightclub. At a concert, the drummer for the local metal band Plunger in the Desert became offended by some shouting from the crowd, and in a rage threw his bass drum into the audience. Some fans suffered injury while others rushed the stage to retaliate against the musicians. Okay. Well, it is a mass brawl, so let's just send everyone we've got available, plus the paddy wagon. Another massive fight. Okay, well, we're going to have to wait for the other one to time out. This was... I knew it was a cutscene.
1210 in progress.
Oh, God. Okay, massive fight. Hey, we did it. Okay, cool. Now, the suspicious individual. Does this sound like another dentist false alarm? Shuang Mao was taking out the trash when she saw four men in expensive suits knock on a neighbor's apartment door, then go inside. One of them caught sight of Mrs. Mao. He approached her and politely asked her to forget everything, warning her that talkative people often have untimely accidents. Oh, yeah, that does sound kind of serious. What about the massive fight? A dozen men with shaved heads have ambushed two men as they exited a gay club. The club's bouncer intervened and a fight broke out. It quickly grew into a brawl involving the other club patrons. Okay, those are... Yeah, I think we're going to time out of the suspicious one, even though I... Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Even though I do feel like that is a serious one we should attend. We might get back. It's going to be cutting it very fine, though. Alright, well, let's send 3 to this, and then we'll send everyone to the other. Tsubaki, take out Gibbons and Fang. Well, we'll send everyone else to this one. Plus the wagon. A little bit worried about the apartment one. Oh, 5 cops. They were one day away from a barbecue. Shit. Let's see what happens at this other one.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant.
I've got to refuse because everyone else is dead.
1210 complete.
Oh my. There's some good cops there too. Okay, well we're going to have to... I don't know what you can kind of do then. I mean, I wasn't given the option to send the SWAT. I mean, I would have done. Davenport, you come in tomorrow. Keep working that case. Bloody hell. Alright. Oh, well, we got some spots to fill. Yeah, you come in tomorrow, though. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fine, just go in on A shift. Okay, we should be okay today, but it's gonna. The next shift is going to be very much dependent on actually being able to recruit some cops. There weren't very many to. I think there was only one in the recruitment pool yesterday. I'm hoping it might have refreshed. Okay, well, good news is Curtis has passed some exams anyway. What we got here? It's only one, and it's terrible. Okay, Chavez. I guess we're hiring you, but Jesus. Alright, we've got the serial murder thing going on here, though. 40-year-old... Oh, okay, yeah, we do send the SWAT support for these. We're saying Gordon and Armstrong. Meanwhile, on our homicide investigation, let's add Mole Bowling. Some of these guys we're going to have to ask to come in tomorrow, I think. Help out A shift. 5 dead on 1 call-out, that's awful.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. A patient complained that his dentist was drilling his teeth with such fury that the man had to escape and flee from the office. All the time he was wearing that mask that they wear, but I recognized his eyes. It was exactly the same as the dentist. I guess another false alarm, isn't it? But, send out Petsker and Lovers. You go and take a look. Okay, so I'm not getting the options to do these frames now. Why is that? I got told off for doing it myself, but I was successful in doing it, so I'm presuming it's just the narrative direction that investigation has to take. But I guess we'll see.
410A complete.
I feel like maybe I did something wrong. Yeah, of course.
811 in progress.
Got a trespasser. An elderly woman just called in saying that some strangers are trying to break down her door. Please hurry, they're scaring my cats. I feel like this is probably a false alarm, but let's send the rookies plus more of an experienced head.
Got a situation here.
Okay, the trespasser. The neighbours are pounding on the woman's door. It's a young couple exhausted by the yowling cat and the incredible stench. Yes, she has 50 cats in there. Ma'am, this is the police. Open the door. Your cats are not in danger. Several multicoloured cats run from the apartment and the male neighbour in a rage is trying to trample them. Keep that up, I'll kick your tail.
811 complete.
Oh, let's do this one. A biker crashed into a car that was driving through an intersection against the lights. Eyewitnesses report that the driver was drunk or stoned. He exited the car, turned on some loud music, and began to dance next to the biker's bloody body. Alright, let's go kick this guy's ass. Akuchi, take Lovers.
In progress.
An old woman was out buying vegetables and saw by the exit a man who, in her words, was the spitting image of the dentist. I even dropped my... I'm gonna say that's a false alarm, I think.
complete. 113A in progress.
Tempted carjacking. A passerby saw a hooded man trying unsuccessfully to open a car door in a parking lot. He's swearing loudly and nervously looking around. Alright, tell you what. Fist back. You take out the rookies for this one.
1210 complete.
The old woman didn't see very well. The man doesn't fit the dentist description. Surprise, surprise. Let me know in the comments if I've mucked up this dentist investigation at some point, because I thought I'd done pretty well, but obviously the investigation's kind of been taken out of our hands now. Okay, this one needs a SWAT and a paddy wagon. What about this one? That needs a SWAT as well, potentially. That's a UFO sighting, though, so let's go with this one. According to an anonymous tip, a big drug deal is about to go down in an abandoned house. There's a large shipment of heroin on the line, so all parties will likely be armed. The deal is supposed to happen on the 4th floor. SWAT, paddy wagon. So I'll send all the ones I have.
We've got a situation.
Man is still messing around with the car. He breaks the window of the driver's door and climbs inside. Pull out the taser and order the man to raise his hand and exit the car slowly. The hooded man is reaching for something in his pocket. Don't take the chance. Shoot him with a taser.
138.
Okay, those guys might be back in time to deal with a UFO sighting.
415 in progress.
Okay. That's another big one. I feel like that one's just a bit nonsense.
Looks like we have a situation.
Entrance to the building there. At the entrance to the building, there are 4 cars being watched by 2 guards. Arrest the 2 men, climb the fire escape.
1111.
Ah, good. Nice work, all. Let's see what we got here. A farmer just called in, and by the sound of his voice, he's clearly shaken. I saw my cows were gone, so I ran out into the field yelling for them, but they were nowhere to be found. Then I looked up at the sky and saw a UFO hovering over the next field. It's the aliens that stole my cows, and now they're taking my neighbours too. Well, you know what, we've okay. We'll send some guys, but like, I'm not hopeful that's going to be anything particularly worrying. We should be able to do the next one. Homicide. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, let's look at this. We've got 6 frames now. So... Male corpse in the alley. Okay, his right hand had been severed, and there's bruises behind the knees. There's 3 bullet holes in his chest and a lot of blood around the body. Is that a rifle butt on the knees, or a pipe? Okay, we'll keep going. Mrs. Reyes, I didn't recognize him at first, but it's my neighbor, Edgar Sanchez. After met him with a tough, dangerous-looking woman. They're always fighting loudly. I remember she was ugly, with a tattoo of an AK-47 on her neck. Mr. Jones, homeless. I woke up to heart-rending screams, but when I got out of my box, everything was quiet. I only saw a man from behind. He had a gun in his belt, and he got into one of those expensive cars. He looked like a man, but he had long hair, so who knows about his prick. There's lots of those facts hanging. Alright, thanks, dude. Mr. Sklar, the other day I saw Edgar Sanchez arguing in the street with some weird guy in a hood with a cane. The guy poked Edgar in the stomach a couple of times with his cane, and I thought about calling the cops, but they just shook hands and went their separate ways. Sanchez has always paid his rent on time, and in cash, though I don't think he had a job. I think he was into drugs, or maybe something else illegal. The hand was separated from the body while Edgar Sanchez was still alive. The smooth edges of the wound indicate it was inflicted in one smooth motion. I mean, this feels like that's post-mortem, looking at that. The bruises in the popliteal region were from a hard object, like a nightstick or a club. Apparently the culprit first forced his victim to the ground. I mean, the very fact that we've got some alternates here... I mean... A bit about the... Do we know anything about the car? Oh, and he got into one of those expensive cars. Oh, okay. Filemon Gutierrez, small-time drug dealer. Okay. We've only got one location for him. We've got Davenport. Okay, well, we're missing officers. Listen, Kochi and Numata. Davenport. We've got a few people. Right. let's go after the kids running into the woods.
910 complete.
Yeah, it was a false alarm. The overworked farmer mistook a bright-coloured kite for a UFO. The cows were peacefully munching their hay in the stalls. The farmer's son had led them into the stables and forgot to tell his father. It did have the whiff of a false alarm, that one, to be fair. Got him. Good work, guys. Nice to wrap that up in the single day. Although it probably is going to lead to a... possibly lead to another gang thing, maybe.
450.
Okay. Yeah, okay, well that was a crime, and everything's fine, so that's all good work. End the day. Okay, so we are going to be extremely short-staffed tomorrow. We probably need the detectives to come in. I haven't got anything to detect at this stage. Hater, you come into work. Got no cops tomorrow at all, have I? Fistback, you come in. I'll try not to use you, but I might have to. Powers as well. This is going to be rough. Brutally murdered Veronica Larson, once favourite restaurant manager of Mayor Rogers. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We're doing okay, I think. Seems to indicate. No, you're coming in. No. Can I go home? No, you're coming in. No, you're coming in. We need it. All hands to the pump. Yeah, so 3 of these are from my other shift. So we are short-handed. We might be able to recruit some as well. Is there no one? There's no one to hire. Ugh. I think I'm going to take another SWAT upgrade. I wonder if they were more upgraded, whether those guys wouldn't have died on that call out. The Interministerial Committee is in charge of certifying select emergency personnel. Please send 2 of your most serious and reliable officers. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll send Fistback and Fistback and Powers. Fistback's drunk. Maybe I shouldn't send him. I'll send Mitchell instead. Police received an anonymous tip that the Dirty Harry dry cleaners is a front for a cocaine ring. Okay. So Fistback, Subaki, Gibbons, and 2 rookies.
Officer on scene.
The dry cleaners is empty aside from an elderly Chinese woman dozing behind the counter. Wake her up. Search warrant. The Chinese woman wakes up, sees the cops and starts shouting, then pulls a shotgun. Taser.
1111.
Okay, good. Slightly worried. She might have shot one of our guys, but seems to be okay.
1210 in progress.
A priest believes the dentist is sitting right there in one of his services. The heathen is still sitting there in the last row. I've got to get back on. Just hurry. How about... Well, we don't know what the guy looks like, so I don't know how this thing has been released. A man came into the Black Handsome barber shop and presented a gift certificate for a haircut surprise. As specified on the certificate, he was blindfolded and trimmed, but when the man saw what had happened to his hair, he became enraged, smashed the mirror, and attacked a barber. Okay, probably is fairly serious. We'll send Fang and Hater to that one. Because this one is a massive fight on the beach. A mature woman who came to the beach to swim with her 2 grandchildren lost her temper. 2 girls who were sunbathing topless. The lady started with a number of nasty comments. When they were ignored, the woman began to beat the girls with a switch, yelling, "Shameless! Shameless!" 2 men stood up for the nudists, and soon several others joined the fight. Alright. Let's hope for no deaths. What a surprise! It was a false alarm. The parishioner had just changed his hairstyle. The man is threatening to cut the barber's throat with a shard of the mirror unless he fixes the haircut. Look, you got bigger problems today than the haircut. The crowd managed to calm down, but the nudists received a few bruises and they've refused to get dressed. Either cover up or you're coming to the station. Someone shouts from the crowd something about shame and sin and the fight starts up again. Warning shots. Ew. But on the plus side, none of our guys died. Alright, well hopefully we'll have people back for that. Let's wait for everyone to get back. I'm annoyed that the 2 that went for the municipal thing haven't returned. Reckless endangerment. A construction worker involved in the restoration of a historic building got in over his head, and the walls of the building began to crumble. Larger pieces are falling from the floors above, threatening the lives of passers-by. Witnesses reported that the construction worker quickly worked his way down by rope and then threw his helmet to the ground and ran away. Oh dear. Yeah, that is pretty serious. Send Tsubaki and Curtis on this one. Illegal business activities. A suspicious man is stopping cars on the road selling handmade wooden jewellery decorated with glass and manure. Brooch collapsed right in my hands and the fraudster wouldn't give me a refund. How am I going to get my money back? Gibbons, take out the rookies for this one. As far as I'm aware, we don't have any open investigations, do we? So, yeah. I'm surprised that that murder didn't lead to like another gang thing. It even said he was in a gang. Okay, all good.
1210 in progress.
That's gotta be a false alarm. Okay. Good work. Some stuff to sell.
1312 in progress.
Police impersonation. A young waitress at the cafe noticed a man dressed in a police uniform who fit the description of the dentist. I mean, the fact... I mean, it might be police impersonation. It's probably not the dentist, but, like... It might still be something. I'm not going to send SWAT, but we'll send... might as well. I mean, I might as well. It's almost day over and they haven't been out yet, so... Not that they're like a dog that you have to exercise, but I think... we're very unlikely to get another SWAT call. Well, another 2 would be needed. So I've got a couple of call-outs available. It was a regular Freeburg PD employee. Well, I mean, it was definitely a false alarm. But I wasn't sure if it might be. This was a false alarm. A harmless drill salesman. what am I saying? So yeah, I wondered if it might actually be police impersonation, which is a crime. Obviously. So it obviously wasn't a dentist. Right, okay, we managed to get through a shift without killing anyone, so that's good. Chavez come in tomorrow. That's probably all that's needed. How are we doing? Ooh, police station, getting a little bit unhappy with this. Probably because I've been denying everyone days off. I drank too much. Yeah, come tomorrow, Mark. Hours, alright, come tomorrow. Yeah, come in tomorrow. We should be able to get... I was going to send those guys out on a barbecue anyway, I just forgot. Oh, pardon me, dog. Oh, God, please let me get another song. I mean, it's not that it's a bad song, it's just, been using the same one for a long time. Sorry guys, there were some good cops there too. Oh, okay, we can improve SWAT. So I'm going to make them... Let's just make them really efficient. Okay, so it's Shift A is short, isn't it? Hire all these guys. Yeah, Shift A. Shift A. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 on Shift B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 I've just hired. Shift A. Well, they got... We hired them all for Shift A. They all... Shift A. Not too worried about the detectives right now. Harassment down at the bakery. Right in front of the store, a strange man came around the corner and accosted a young woman as she left the bakery. The owner thinks it could be the dentist. You know what? I'm going to go on a limb and say that is a false alarm. Headmaster Rihanna Smith reports that two mothers were fighting right there in her office. She had to call them in to discuss the behaviour of their children. It seems that Mrs. Klein's son often makes fun of the daughter of Mrs. Masters. The girl finally had enough abuse and stabbed the boy's hand with a pencil. Alright, well... to your pets go. Now, what is this disorderly conduct? A man with 3 pit bulls has entered the business centre. When local security warned him that the dogs weren't permitted, he started threatening to let the dogs off the leash if anyone gives them trouble. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll send Numata and also Chavez. Surprise, surprise, it was a false alarm. The man is actually the owner of a new bakery trying to lure away his customers. I thought it was just like the girl's husband, boyfriend, partner, whatever. But that is quite funny. Opening a spike bakery. Journalistic investigation. Huh? Mr. Boyd, I'm preparing a long article for the magazine Righteous Life, and the theme of my article is cop sodomites. According to my investigation, tragic deaths are striking 13 gay police couples across our country's gay cities. A satanic pentagram is emerging from the map. Perhaps the devil is telling them that even he cannot accept him. According to my predictions, the next death will happen right here in Freeburg. The problem is I need to visit 6 more cities, so I don't have time to wait around for it to happen. In fact, I'll only be in the city a couple of days. I hope somehow, you can accelerate the process. I'll pay you generously, and don't worry if the dead cops turn out to be straight, like my editorial... No! You horrible person. No, definitely not.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Was this is the mothers fighting, wasn't it? Or was it the other one? I forget. It might be the pit bulls one. In which case, let's send Kochi. I don't want dead cops, so let's send our 2 best available. So, let's go.
210 complete.
Good.
410 in progress.
Massacre. What's going on at the hospital? We got an anonymous tip that the dentist broke into the women's clinic. Oh, sounds like a false alarm. And what's this one? Bill Buckler says some madman came onto his farm with a hatchet. Started attacking the... Okay, well, that sounds like that probably is happening. So we'll send these 3 here, and if the other ones come back in time, we'll think about sending people to that one. Right. Sod it. It's almost certainly a false alarm, but... Or not. No. Bigger fish to fry right now.
We've got a situation.
Seeing the police, the intruder puts up his hands, but he's still holding the weapon. Slowly approach, pistol at the ready, and knock the knife out of his... Oh, yeah. Good. I was thinking about the handcuffs, but then that might not have been as successful. Okay, hang on. I've got to wait for people to come back.
410
Yep, everything is fine at the women's clinic. It was just a story invented by the pro-life activists. But it did have the whiff of a false light.
710 in progress.
We'll let this one time out. We've got a couple of more serious sounding things here. We'll wait for people to get back. We'll have the time. Assault with a deadly weapon. A man called from a phone booth saying that he's under attack by a sniper. I can't get out. He just shoots the asphalt in front of my feet when I open the door. I don't know what he wants from me, but when I first got in here, there was a note glued to the phone book. It just says, "Don't move." This isn't the plot of the movie Phone Booth, is it? But it does sound serious, that notwithstanding. Send those 4 guys. We'll send the SWAT if there is a sniper. What we got here? Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. An Elvis impersonation competition has been organised for several well-known local artists by Lindy Bryant, who volunteered to evaluate the contestants. According to the owner of the bar, this sorry excuse for an Elvis fan shouted rudely at some of the participants, saying they were nothing like the king. Then he saw the woman shout, "I knew you didn't die, take me away with you, we'll live happily ever after." The bouncer threw the woman into the street, but she grabbed a knife from her bag and stabbed him in the throat. Then Miss Bryant grabbed one of the impersonators and pulled... Okay, this is serious. We'll send all 4 guys we have, plus the paddy wagon. A man wearing a suit is crouched on the floor of the phone booth. The surrounding pavement is decorated with bullet holes. A crowd of onlookers has gathered on the other side of the street, watching what happens from a safe distance. Let's evaluate the windows and rooftops. The sniper begins to bombard the phone booth with bullets. One of the onlookers says the shots are coming from an 8th floor window. Now let's run into the building. Okay, good. A bunch of Elvis impersonators have gathered around the door. Everybody back! This is the police. Let us through. Inside is a man dressed like Elvis, scared to death, and a woman with a knife. Drop the knife and reach for the sky. Good work, all. They're pretty close to the station, so it shouldn't take too long to... presume suspicious individuals tend to be false alarms related to the dentist. Let's have a look. An old man dressed in rags is pacing around under the prison gate shouting, "I am the dentist. I killed all those women. Arrest me. I want to confess." Yeah, I think we'll leave him be, huh? Actually, I might, let's have a quick babby, shall we? Bit of a waste when it's just him, isn't it? He'll probably be alright for his next shift. I could send Chavez for training, though. Shockingly, it was a false alarm. Done. Not too bad. I'm not going to make anyone come in tomorrow. That's fine. Yeah, it's not that popular at the police station. Next time we get a mafia payday, maybe I'll share it with the people. No Shevchenko. No Megadopoulos. Curtis, I was up all night. No. Fist back. Yeah. We do have a bunch of people, so... Not too bad. Wear out this tape. I think there's a few more days and then we'll actually get our second one. Or next one. Okay, we do have another serial murder thing. Okay, so we're going to share with staff, seeing as they're slightly unhappy with me at the moment. Let's have a look at this. Tell you what, Mole, you go with Iron on the SWAT. So we have got all the personnel in at least now, even though a couple didn't bother turning up.
416 in progress.
Some students are claiming that the dentist showed up during their biology lesson and carved out some live frogs with his drill. Nope. False alarm. That'd be the teacher doing a biology dissection.
214 in progress.
Looking decency though. We just received a call from a university lecturer who reports that a first-year student went to the board during a lecture, took down his pants and defecated right in front of the entire class. Maybe it was some sort of hazing or a rite of passage. Okay, McStone. Sounds like a one for you. See, I'm not getting any option to do this myself. I mean, I feel like... I don't know. I don't know. I thought I was doing quite well on that investigation, and now it's just, I don't have the option to continue. Yep. Students just wanted to cause trouble. Public indecency. Good work, McStone. So many new faces on this shift. Not a lot happening. I guess when you work in a police department, a quiet day is not a bad thing, huh? Hostage situation with a fatal casualty, though. Richard Lester, manager of Papa Carl's Pizzeria, reported that a deranged elderly man quarrelled with an employee because the line was too long. Unsatisfied, he pulled out a gun and shot the employee in the stomach. The other customers fell into a panic and made a break for the door. He fired several shots into the air and ordered everyone to finish their meals. Okay, yeah, this sounds like a pretty serious one. Yeah, we won't send powers, but we'll... Curtis as well. The SWAT is as efficient as I can make it now. Mr. Boyd, I would like to offer you a great opportunity to make some real money. Just send 2 police into the store who will pretend like they're trying to stop a robbery. Let me be clear, the robbers must leave the crime scene intact with the cash. It's kind of weird. Alright. Might make some money off this though. You 2 guys go.
We've got a situation.
There's a clear view from the street. The suspect is sitting at a table in the corner, quietly eating his pizza. There's a gun next to him. There's about a dozen other people in the restaurant. Let's call and ask to speak with him. Ah. Good work, everyone, including Curtis, who now is at least somewhat reliable. This is going to be rubbish, though, isn't it? Retiree Martha Meyer called to complain about her neighbour, Roberto Morales. I haven't seen his wife, and last night I saw him burying something in the backyard. Today I asked where his wife was, and he mumbled something about a business trip. I'm afraid that he's done something to her. All the time I hear them arguing. Yeah, that actually does sound a bit sus. It's not related to the dentist, is it? So, hang on, let's have a look at this one first. Theft. Shannon Waldroop arranged a reception at his home, for his rich friends, about 30 people. Towards the end of the evening, when the servants began to take away the dishes, they noticed that about 10 silver cutlery items were missing. No one has left the house yet, so the thief's still there. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, for this one, let's send you, you, and then we'll send the rest of this. Oh god, what's that? Let's just come on. Massacre. Oh god, I've only got... Oh. I'm not gonna... I think we'll end up with dead cops if we go there. Boss, we felt like useless clowns out there and in front of the eyewitnesses too. From now on you can... Oh. Got 25k though. McStone? I think I need to train McStone. I mean, ruined his life by the sound of it. Yeah, that obviously is a serious one, but I wouldn't have sent 3 cops to that without SWAT. They'd have just died. I guess they're eating dessert and talking about politics. Ask all the guests carrying a purse to go to a separate room. One man, outraged by the situation, jumps up and yells that he's too honourable and important to participate in such a circus. Search him. Taking advantage of the panic, one of the guests stands up and quietly moves towards the back door. Where do you think you're going?
911.
Good.
1210 complete.
Mrs. Morales really is on a business trip, and Roberto was simply gardening and tending his roses. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, but I wasn't going to send those 3 to... Hopefully these guys will be back for this. I wasn't going to send 3 cops to a massacre with armed gunmen, like I said, so... We're almost got everyone back to this. Marzena Pavlak says she heard noises, then screams coming from a neighbouring apartment. She couldn't make out most of the words, but the man said, "I'll find it, and I'll shut your mouth for good, you whore." Mrs. Pavlak added that the man who lives in that apartment is always in trouble with the law. She's repeatedly seen him carrying a gun. Okay, well, let's take this seriously. So much as well. And that's it for the day.
Looks like we have a situation.
Inside of the
here.
apartment, there's a naked girl lying on the couch in tears. Standing next to her is a man with a gun. He takes aim at the police. Drop your weapon!
611.
Alright, there we go. Quickly check the time. I think we'll do one more day. Let's see. We probably don't need anyone to come in tomorrow. We'll just let people kind of recover, although he's going to be off, isn't he? So I might make McStone and Curtis come in just so they can get a bit more XP and... Well, he might be at school. Let's get Soap to come in. Never know. Might be needed. Brutally murdered Maria Camilla Solis was long-standing employee of City Hall. Dentist victims growing older. When in Rome, does... Okay, everyone's happy with me now. Yeah, but come tomorrow. Drank too much. Yeah, but come tomorrow. Nope. Too tired. Yeah, yeah. Go. I did make you come in. You probably weren't needed. Who shall we upvote? New Marta. New Marta's a good girl. I haven't actually given her a stripe yet. She probably didn't need the points. Like, I could have given it to one of the lower guys, but, like... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, it does give them the XP, but also it feels a bit unfair to award them when they're the worst people in the department. Paid my snitch. Mafia, my share. Everyone's happy with me at the moment, so I'm just going to take that. Take that as my due. Christopher Sand. Jack, we're arranging plans for a funeral today. Everything has to go quietly and respectfully. 3 of your guys should be enough. This feels like a trap, but fine. I'll send my rat plus the lower down. I feel like we're going to get hit with like loads of serious calls. So I've sent these 3 guys to help out, although they are coming back. So I wondered if it was one of those where they might be gone for the day, but...
14 in progress.
Alright, public indecency, I'm sure we can manage that. Viola Corley called the police when she saw a naked young woman sunbathing at the beach. I came here with my grandchildren, and here's this woman with her legs spread apart. It's just shameless. I want this dealt with immediately. Alright, love us. That seems like you're made for that one, probably.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. The owner of a gallery phoned in a complaint about a repairman who helped install her exhibition. I made a casual remark to him and he looked at me like he was a serial killer. I'm afraid it's the dent I... Yeah. False alarm, I think, on that one. That doesn't seem like an attempted... Looking at someone askance is not really attempted murder, is it?
214 complete. Progress.
A guest came into the hospital to check on a man named Christopher Rhodes, but he wasn't allowed in because visiting hours are over. The man became unruly and hit a nurse. Okay. Let's send... Betska and Curtis.
410A complete.
False alarm. Surprise, surprise.
412A in progress.
Stockbroker Jerome Finneganno was sitting in his office when he was attacked by an unhappy client. Jerome managed to escape and lock himself in a closet. Meanwhile, his attacker was trying to break down the door. Okay, that seemed fairly serious. Tell you what, Austin and Matza, you go out. It looks just like the dentist. Okay, I think we'll leave that one. What we got here? Destruction of property. A group of environmentalists have gathered at a fur store and begun throwing stones. Okay, well, let's send our 4 officers out.
Looks like we have a
The suspect is under arrest, but the whole time he's resisting and demanding he be allowed to visit the patient. That's my brother. He won't survive to the end of the week. Just let me see him. Alright, let him visit the room, but under arrest.
412A.
Destruction of property. Customers and employees are running out of the store. The security guard is trying to reason with the protesters. One of them throws a Molotov cocktail through a broken window and some coats instantly catch on fire. Call the fire department and smack them about a bit. Is this a false... Oh no, this was that. That's good stuff, guys. And this one is presumably a false alarm. Yeah, we'll have a look at that mass riot in a sec, but we're going to wait for some people to come back, I think.
1210 complete.
The man really did hurt his hand at home. He didn't look like the dentist either, in profile or from the front. We'll also have to wait for Matza and Austin. Hopefully they'll be back in time. Moonlight Soccer Stadium. Pop star Alana Moraes can't get to the concert because her bus is surrounded by excited fans. The singer's manager is afraid that fans will tear her to pieces. You've got to come over here and sort this out. This is more than our security can handle. Okay. Let's take that seriously, but we'll try and train up a couple of the less skilled ones. We'll also take the paddy wagon. Good. Too bad a day. Didn't do any major screw-ups yet, so seems decent. Anything going to kick off before the end of the shift? Feel like it. Yeah. And we're done. Good work, everyone. I don't think we need the detectives to come in tomorrow. So we'll probably take the day off. I think we're okay. One day away from a new music track. Drug addiction in city increased by 38%. Moonlight Soccer Stadium hosts concert in honor of City Day. Rubinovich, casino owner. We keep the nut jobs out. Everyone's pretty happy. Alright, but we're going to leave it there for now. We'll come back next time and we'll, just continue on with the shifts, really. I mean, in terms of the 180 days, obviously we missed quite a bunch of days in a coma, so I don't know if we're going to be doing every day up to the 180 days. Or whether there'll be sort of skips in time at some point. But in terms of the money, we're sort of, what, 2/5? We're about nearly 40% of the way towards our 500,000 target. Yeah, I think it's going okay. Let me know in the comments your thoughts anyway. But if you have enjoyed this as well, if you could hit that like button, that'd be really helpful, really amazing. And if anyone else is interested in checking out channel memberships, a big thank you as always to our existing channel members for supporting Boring Dead Gaming. But by signing up, you gain various things, but slightly earlier access to the videos I put out, which might be of interest. If it is, that's awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.